Ipswich has a proud past. Recently we caught a glimpse of the tremendous history of the city, this year celebrating 150 years since being proclaimed a municipality. The people showed us that Ipswichians are a resilient lot and have overcome obstacles and are well known for their great community spirit. Now we move to the exciting future, where we'll meet some of the innovators that have shaped the city. I think you'll be impressed by Ipswich City today and what it looks like going into the next half century.
Ipswich has an exciting future with unprecedented growth in the population over the next few decades. Careful planning is required to keep pace with this growth, specifically through infrastructure across the city. Mayor Paul Pasali is passionate about the city and has a big vision for its future.
Well, first of all, if you look at behind me, you're going to see a real world-class CBD. And then from that CBD we'll have city centres like at Springfield, Rosewood, Goodna. So we've got a master plan community, one that takes into consideration our recreational facilities, our educational facilities, creating jobs. But the most important thing that people are going to have here is a place they can call home. And when you can call a place home, you have pride in it, you love living here, you know, it doesn't get any better than that. And I always say to people, there's never a hitch when you live at the Switch.
Maha Sinnathamby migrated to Australia in his late teens. In the early 80s, he identified the potential of this region. With business partner Bob Sharpless, the two embarked on a project that takes in 2,860 hectares of land. The birth of the Springfield Land Corporation occurred. Today he remains as passionate as ever and true to his foundational beliefs around education and opportunity.
We are a great country and we have great natural resources. But in order to exploit these natural resources, in order to explore the huge potential Ipswich is all about, we have to educate our citizens. And can I say this, the vision for Springfield is very unique. Nothing like this exists in the world, and that is why we were awarded last May the world's best master plan community against 54 countries. Australia, that is Springfield, got the award as the best master plan community in the world against 54 countries. And that is because it has a soul. The soul is education. The soul is health. And the soul is information technology. So there is a tremendous amount of passion and dedication in creating a very unique CBD. We've got one chance to create a very unique CBD in this country, and we are determined to do that.
Jeff and Rosalind Cooper continue to be innovators within the city. Today they have an impressive portfolio, but it started from humble beginnings.
Starting in hospitality, which is your caravan parks. We opened back in March of 1980, so that was our beginning, and moved from there, buying another caravan park, and then Jeff had this idea that I might like to build a shopping centre, so we started doing that sort of thing. So our shop at shopping centre at Carolee then proceeded.
Jeff Cooper has a real enthusiasm for seeing the city grow to its full potential and has been instrumental in its growth. Slowed by Parkinson's disease, he is still actively involved in what he calls a family business.
Well, Jeff was always the one that came up with the ideas, and he would put it through to me and say, well, what do you think? What if I do this and this and this? And so he was always the one that thought of the ideas, and then we do them, and then he'll say, right, you need to go out there and get it working, Rosalind. So I was always the troubleshooter, as you say, and looked after the different things.
What we had to do was take Ipswich from a coal mining town, and we love our proud past, which is coal mining and our railway, but we had to take them in a new direction, that's information technology. And since we've done that, the whole city now is well, it's a centre of hub for aerospace industry. We've got great industries, we've got great technology, we've got 2 universities here, and we've got a place where our young kids can get jobs. So it was a change. It wasn't easy, but I can tell you it was the best decision we've ever made. And about 3 years ago, our last coal mine closed, and we never even heard a peep. So what we did back in '93, we planned for the future. We knew what was going to happen in 2005 and in '93, and we planned, and that's what we're doing now. We're building a city for the future, and we've just come back from the US, and we've got some great ideas that continue to build a world-class city. For all these places to develop, they're only going to be as strong as what the people put into it. And the caring nature. You only have to look at Brookwater, you know, the Queensland #1 golf course. So what really Springfield is offering all of us is people are coming from all over the world to have a look what the hell's happening at Springfield. And I do a lot of investment seminars in regards to the people on what's happening at Springfield, Ipswich, all over the place. From my point of view, we all come together as a place called Ipswich, and everybody's playing a major role, and Springfield has led a major contribution to our city's growth.
You can't force a person to move in here with his wife and kids, but when he moves in here, when he or she moves in here, they have a confidence that something is happening here and they want to be part of it. And that year, 1993, saw an expenditure of 6.3 million. Last year, Springfield recorded an expenditure of over 610 million. And this expenditure is going to go up and up and up as we go through the years. All I can say is, friends, this project is going to influence a region. It is not, and it was never planned within its own boundaries. It has been planned to influence a vast region of something like 35 kilometers. And we will have a tremendous value-adding factor to the whole of this vast region. We saw the opportunities, not the problems. It's like this. When all of us who are not sculptors, we look at a rock, we see a large rock and say, that's a beautiful rock. But a sculptor looks at a rock and he sees a beautiful face, and he brings that face out of the rock. And this is what Springfield was about. We saw a forest and it was looking at us and saying, bring me out. I am a city, bring me out, bring the best out of me. And the challenge was, like a sculptor, we had to bring the city out, and that's what you're experiencing.
What we have to do is manage that growth. And what Ipswich has done is had a plan for infrastructure. At Springfield, you see the infrastructure and growth happening in partnership. We're now going to do it at Ripley Valley, and what we do is make sure that rather than subdivide, land, we create communities so the developer contributes to the infrastructure, and we all live happily ever after. And I can tell you, that's why Ipswich is growing faster than anywhere in Australia, and we're getting the infrastructure right. It is difficult. But I can tell you, it's a great opportunity for our city to go forward, and our unemployment at the moment, it's 3.9, better than anywhere else. What we've got to do is create lifestyle and create an opportunity here with good education, good recreational facilities, and a place you can bring up families. I think what we want to do is work towards creating a city for the people who live here now, and then the rest will follow. I think a lot of people are trying to build cities of the past. What we want to do is build a city for the future that's smart, that's green, that really cares for people, and instills a pride. And we're getting that because everybody's happy to say they live in Ipswich.
Ipswich has a strong base of economic activity, with key centres being the Ipswich CBD, the development of industrial parks across the city, strong retail activity, 2 universities, TAFE and other educational institutions. The Amberley Air Force Base is undergoing massive growth. It's a city that's embracing new technologies, developing an info city, championing digital innovation. The rural sector is also a significant part of the city, and this is also part of the overall economic development plan. Ipswich is a city of centres and is at the heart of the Western Corridor growth.
Well, there's no doubt that Ipswich has a very exciting future.